Welcome to our gentle yoga class with ThetaHealing. If you can just give me, write a comment wherever you are right now. If you can just write a comment and let me know if the video is good and if the sound is good, that would be really great. I'm going to just check the computer to see how the sound of the video is. So yeah, if you've just joined for the live session, if you can write in the comment if the sound and video is good, that would be helpful. And then we get started in a minute. Welcome to our gentle yoga with ThetaHealing. Today's focus is going to be compassion and forgiveness. And even if we feel that we're pretty compassionate in this life at this time, we can probably all go a little deeper into compassion. I feel a lot of people are very compassionate with certain people. Are we as compassionate with ourselves? And are we compassionate towards people who we disagree with? That's probably something that most of us can work on. And forgiveness too. Do we feel that when we forgive somebody, we open ourselves up to be hurt, to be attacked, abused, rejected again? Really, when we hold on to any limiting emotion like resentment, any pain, shock, and trauma from the past, any regret, any kind of hurt, it affects our own body. It often gets stuck in the digestive system, the nervous system, and different areas of the body. Grudges, resentment, gets stuck in the liver, sometimes in the muscles, in the joints. So it really doesn't serve us. And also we send out the negative energy out into the world, directed probably to one person or one situation or one location. So really, it doesn't serve anyone for us to hold on to any negative energy. So this practice is going to be all about releasing any limiting energy that's in us, whether it's from ourselves or we've taken it on from the media or other people. And sometimes it's ancestral. And that's where the theta healing comes in, where we can release ancestral limiting beliefs, judgment, prejudices, anger, and we can feel out, is it still serving us today in any way? And then we can choose to let it go with gratitude. So come into a comfortable seated position, any way that's comfortable for you at this time. Sometimes it's nice to sit on the heels, and I like to place a blanket between my buttocks and the heels sometimes. You can sit cross-legged or in any other way that's comfortable for you. And roll your shoulders a few times, letting go of any stress, any tension, any expectation from the shoulders. And your spine is straight, your heart is open. Bring your palms to your heart in Anjali mudra. And just bow to your heart. Honor all that you are and all of your experiences. A beautiful affirmation for this class could be, I am compassionate. And you can feel out, do you need to become more compassionate towards yourself or people in general, or maybe the planet, maybe one specific person. So you can add that into your affirmation, make it personal. Or I forgive, either in general or a specific person, maybe yourself. We'll start with this mudra, the lotus mudra. So from Anjali mudra with your palms together, let's open up the index finger, middle finger, and ring finger. So only the sides of the little fingers and the thumbs touch. So it's like this, you're opening like a lotus blossom. And then you can have your hands by your heart, and you can feel that you're rising out of any limiting emotions into that compassion. What does it take for you to feel compassion in a challenging situation that you may be going through? A conversation. How can you feel compassion towards a person that you have challenges with? And feel how you're coming out of these muddy waters like a lotus blossom into the light, into clarity and peace. I am compassionate. And I invite you to breathe with the affirmation, either I forgive or I'm compassionate, whatever you like to cultivate throughout the whole class. We'll move right into some theta healing. Would you like to trust that it's possible for you to be compassionate towards yourself and others without being taken advantage of and without being taken for granted? And say yes out loud, even if you're muted, but you're saying yes to the universe, yes to the creator. So then it's being downloaded into you on the history, core, genetic, and soul level. You may feel tingling or a rush of energy. Some people get hot. Sometimes I get cold. Whatever you experience is perfect, even if you don't feel a specific sensation right now. And then from your heart, reach the energy up, reach your arms up. Inhale, breathing with your compassion, with your forgiveness. And exhale, more of that compassion and forgiveness into your heart, bringing your palms into your heart. Inhale, reach up, lengthen, reaching all the way up through your fingertips into the light. Exhale your palms to your heart, feeling that compassion and forgiveness in your heart. Inhale, allow the breath to move your arms up with love, compassion, forgiveness. Exhale, draw it into your heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lean over to the left, draw the belly in towards your spine and allow your breath to deepen the pose. We're just warming up the body. With every inhalation, come up slightly. I am compassionate. With every exhalation, draw the belly in towards the spine and allow the breath to deepen the pose. Would you like to know how to deepen your forgiveness, your compassion towards people that seem to be challenging? And trust that it's possible. Inhale back to center, reach your arms up. You can look up. Imagine this light of forgiveness coming into your hands, into your arms, and exhale your palms to your heart. And bring this forgiveness into your heart. Would you like to trust that you're worthy of forgiveness and compassion and unconditional love? Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. I am compassionate. And exhale, lean over to the other side. Draw the belly in towards the spine to protect your lower back. With every inhalation, come up slightly. Create some space in your body, your mind, and your life. With every exhalation, draw the belly in towards your spine and allow the breath to deepen the pose gently with compassion. Would you like to know how to flow through life in a compassionate way and really in a self-nurturing way? Would you like to release the belief that you need to take care of everything and everyone else before you can practice compassion for yourself? Inhale, come back to center, reach up, lengthen, and exhale your palms to your heart. Bow to your heart and honor all that you are. Like to fully forgive yourself for everything that you thought was wrong. And you can remove a blanket if you used one. And come onto your hands and knees. So your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, fingers spread wide, middle fingers facing forward. And just feel how your hands, your knees are connected to the earth. Then inhale, head and tailbone up, arching your spine. Exhale, round. Inhale, head and tailbone up, arching. Exhale, round, and continue this at your own pace, cat and cow, in your own flow. Breathing with I am compassionate or I forgive. Opening up, balancing out all the chakras, the energy centers along the spine, filling all of them with compassion and forgiveness. Deep, slow breaths through the nose. You like to trust that you're worthy of forgiveness and worthy of unconditional love and compassion. It's all being downloaded. If you say yes, it's being downloaded by the Creator on the history, core, genetic, and soul level, so it can work for your genetic line too, as long as somebody's not blocking it. And then move your hips in any way they like to move. So practice compassion. Feel out how your body wants to move right now. Practicing self-nurturing and self-love. I'd like to know what it feels like to be compassionate towards yourself, including your body. Maybe you want to move in a figure 8, if that feels compassionate, nurturing, nourishing. Never forcing yourself into anything. I'd like to know what it feels like to be free and move freely. Trust that you have the right to do it and it's possible for you. Beautiful. And then come back to a table position. Take a moment and notice how you feel, especially in regards to compassion and forgiveness. Then place your right foot to the outside of your left foot. And inhale your right arm up, opening up to the sky. Breathing with I am compassionate. If you like, you can lift your right leg up off the earth. Flex your right foot. You could also have both legs straight, the feet on top of each other, or your right foot connected to the earth, possibly in front of your left foot. And inhale your arm up, lifting your hips up into the sky. It's not like one version is better than another. Where do you feel open and where can you allow compassion? And then exhale, come back to your hands and knees. Take a moment and notice how you feel. Feel free to sigh out anything that's coming up for you that no longer serves you. Let it go with compassion and gratitude. And then bring your left foot to the outside of your right foot. And inhale your left arm up. Open up your heart to the divine love, divine compassion. Knowing that you deserve it and you're worthy of it. And again, if you like, you could also stack your legs, your feet, moving your hips up into the sky. Would you like to know when to push yourself and when to almost look forward to to a challenge, to learn and to grow, and when to take it easy. With the next exhalation, come back to your hands and knees. Step your right foot on the outside of your right hand and walk your left leg back. So you can just move your knee back a little bit at a time until you feel a nice deep stretch in your hips. We often hold emotions and stuck energies in the hips. So this is a nice stretch, a nice pose to breathe out and release any stuck energies. If you like, you could come onto your forearms. You can clasp your hands or have your forearms connected to the earth. And it's optional, you can always be on your hands as well. If you like to take it deeper, feel free to come onto your forearms. You could also press your knee up off the earth. At this point, possibly clasp your hands. Are you still nurturing towards your body? If you feel that you're creating more restriction or tension, lower your knee, maybe come back to your forearms or your hands, and you're still feeling a nice stretch in your hips. Just let you trust that you're still learning and growing without needing to put pressure on yourself to create stress, worry, or tension in your life or your body. And then press back to downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide, middle fingers facing forward. Your head and neck is completely relaxed. You can shake your head yes, just to see if you're holding any tension in your neck. Maybe shake your head no, freeing up your neck. You can walk out your legs, bending one knee and then the other one. Your hips are high up in the sky. Your palms are pressing into the earth, even the space between your thumbs and index fingers. And then come to stillness, pressing both heels towards the earth. Always moving with compassion. Come forward into plank, push-up position. And we'll slowly lower down into chaturanga. Feel free to come onto your knees at any point. And in and into cobra. And press into your hands, coming to upward facing dog. Your knees can lift up off the earth. Roll your shoulders back and open your heart. Check to know how to feel deep compassion in your heart. Curl your toes and press back to downward facing dog. Take 3 deep, full breaths here. Slow, deep breaths through the nose, helping you to calm your nervous system. Feel free to sigh out anything that may come up for you. And then walk or step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. You can lower your right knee onto the earth and then feel this pose out for yourself. You can walk your right knee back to feel a deeper stretch. If you like, you can come onto your forearms, bringing your left knee out to the side, to the left. Possibly clasp your hands, maybe with the other thumb on top for balance. If you like, you can curl your toes and press your knee up off the mat. Never forcing anything, never pushing through pain. So let's know how to create healing in your body and mind rather than more restriction or pain. At any point, feel free to lower your knee, come back to your forearms. Always feel out each pose and each situation How can you be compassionate? Would you like to trust that you're doing enough and that you are enough and good enough when you're living in a compassionate way? Then come onto your hands. Press back to downward facing dog. You can either walk out your legs or be in stillness. If you have any tension in your wrists, feel free to come onto your fists, your forearms, or you can roll the top of the mat and have your hands at an angle. It can be very helpful if you have any pain in your hands or your wrists. Would you like to trust that you have a choice in every moment, choices in every moment? Then step your right foot forward between your hands. And inhale your right arm up, so your right knee is above your ankle. And twist the wonderful poses to let go of emotions and stuck energies. So you have to release all frustration, irritation, anger, resentment, regret, grudges, maybe even subconscious hatred that no longer serves you. Breathe it out, move it out, and send it to the light. We're sending it to the light with Theta Healing too. And exhale your hand down. So all fingertips or both palms touch the earth. Step your left foot forward so your feet are hip distance apart. Hold on to the opposite elbow and gently sway from side to side. Very calming for the nervous system. Great to do at night before you go to sleep. Any kind of forward bend is very calming. Nice way to let go of the day. If you have any pain or tension in your lower back, feel free to have your hands or fingertips on the mat or your shins. Micro bend your knees. Or even bend your knees deeply and you may feel a nice release in your lower back. Then step your right foot back. Your left knee is above your left ankle. Inhale your left arm up, opening up your torso, your heart to divine compassion. Would you like to trust that it's safe to forgive other people? Would you like to know who you are without these grudges or the resentment that you may have held on to for a long time, and trust that you're whole and complete without them? And can we replace all these limiting emotions that we released with Creator's unconditional love? And just breathe it in and allow it in. And lower your left hand or fingertips onto the earth. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, come up halfway with a flat back with your arms behind you like a ski jump. And exhale, bow to the earth. Your fingertips come onto the earth. And then very slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Draw the belly in towards your spine to protect your lower back. And then inhale, your shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. And take a moment in Tadasana, mountain pose. Your feet are fully connected to the earth. Your whole being is supported by the earth. And we'll practice tree pose. It's always nice to practice a balancing pose, especially when there's so much going on in the world and around us. So nice for us to have tools that help us to stay compassionate in our hearts and balance in our whole being. So just look at one point in front of you that doesn't move, and create a strong foundation with your left foot. So you can spread your toes and feel that your whole foot and all your toes are connected to the earth. And feel this healing and grounding energy from the earth come into your foot and through your whole body. Breathe it in, allow it in. And then place your right foot to your inner calf or thigh. If you feel unstable right now, don't judge yourself. You can rest your toes on the earth or stand against the wall for more stability. Always be compassionate with yourself. If you like, you can bring your foot higher. Just avoid pressing against the knee. And bring your knee out to the side. You can bring your palms to your heart. And feel that compassion in your heart. Next inhalation, reach your arms up, shining that compassion and forgiveness out into the universe. Such healing energies for the world. And work with your breath. You can inhale compassion and forgiveness. Allow it into your fingertips, through your heart, into your whole body, back to the earth. You can exhale it, shine it out into the world. So play with it in your own way. Would you like to know how to stay balanced and centered with compassion and forgiveness? The trees, the palm trees are always amazing to me. So many have these very narrow trunks. You can release if you like. And they are so tall. And sometimes in the storms they move a lot, but yet they are so rooted that nothing can really shake them. Yeah, they may shake a little bit, but the root system is so strong. So would you like to know how to feel that in you? Feel that you're rooted deeply into the earth so nothing can shake you. Would you like to know what it feels like to have these roots grow, continue to grow with compassion for yourself, the earth, and other people, animals, everything, everyone. Beautiful. And then create a strong foundation with your right foot. Spread your toes. Your whole foot is connected to the healing earth. Look at one point in front of you that doesn't move. And then bring your left foot to your inner calf or shin. And the more you press your foot into the standing leg, the easier it is to maintain your balance. Your knee comes out to the side. Inhale your palms to your heart. You can also place one hand on top of the other at your heart chakra, your heart center. And the color of the heart chakra is green. So you can imagine green. So much in nature is green. If you like, you can inhale your arms up. Palms can touch or they can come apart. You're reaching up, lengthening, and then relax your shoulders back and down. Would you like to know how to have all areas of your life and every cell of your being filled with true compassion and forgiveness? It's a beautiful way of being, doing, and experiencing life. Would you like to be fully in acceptance of other people. You don't need to agree, but still accept their choices, so you don't need to create any resistance in your own being. And exhale your palms to your heart. Lower your foot down and either be in stillness or shake it out. You could shake out anything else you like to release, anything that's preventing you from feeling compassion and forgiveness. And then take a wide stance. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come forward, engage your legs, micro bend your knees to protect your knees and your lower back. And then bring your hands onto the earth. You can relax your head and neck. Now move the energy. So you're gathering on the ground. You're basically gathering anything else you like to release. If you have anything else that's preventing you from being compassionate or practicing forgiveness. So feel free to gather any limiting energy, and you don't even need to know consciously what it is. And then take it in your hands, grab it, inhale it up along the heart, not into the heart, but along the heart and all the way up. And exhale, reaching your arms up, expanding, and send it out into the light. Divine light to be transformed into love and light. And exhale, lower your arms down alongside your body. You can bring your hands to your hips again. We'll do it one more time in case you forgot something. And then with a flat back, slowly come forward half of the way. And exhale, come forward all the way and gather any remaining energy. You can bend your knees too. Your toes can come out to the sides. Just gather anything else that's ready to be released. So bring it into your hands. Inhale up and exhale, almost like throw it into the divine light. You like to trust that it's possible for you to be free of all these limiting energies that no longer serve you. And you can exhale your arms down. Come forward one more time. I think we've released a lot, so just walk your hands forward. And we'll come into a wide-legged downward facing dog. It's another forward bend, so enjoy the creation of relaxation in your mind, calm energies in your body. You like to trust that you can still be motivated, and in a healthy way, you can be energized to achieve things, to accomplish things, to just get things done when you experience calm, peaceful energy. Legs are engaged. And walk your hands towards each other. And bring both hands to your right foot or your right shin. Feeling a nice stretch. I am compassionate. I forgive. It is safe to forgive. Breathe with your affirmation, whatever you like to cultivate more of. Walk your hands back to center and to the left foot or ankle, shin, whatever is accessible. How can you practice yoga in a compassionate way? And how can you practice life, this game of life, in a compassionate way towards yourself and others? Can we align your definition, perspective, and understanding of compassion and forgiveness with Creator's definition, perspective, and understanding?
from Creator's perspective, everything is just so pure. Everything is based on unconditional love. So that's what we're aligning ourselves with. And then we can experience that in life. Walk your hands back to center. Heel toe your feet towards each other. And then you can rotate. If you were facing the way I was, you can rotate. So you can come to the top of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway with a flat back, engaging your belly. I am compassionate. Exhale, bow to the earth. Fingertips or palms can come onto the earth. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot back into plank, push-up position. And slowly lower down. You can always come onto your knees. Bring your arms out to the sides. And inhale your arms up. Inhale your legs up. Your chest up. Airplane pose. Flying into deeper compassion and forgiveness. Every breath you could come a little bit higher, strengthening the backside of the heart. Deep, slow breaths. And slowly exhale down, taking your time. We'll move into bow pose, another beautiful heart opener. So hold on to your right foot or ankle with your right hand, your left foot with your left hand. And if you can't reach your feet, don't get frustrated, don't judge yourself. Just reach your arms back, bend your knees, and then roll your shoulders back. Inhale your chest up. You can lift up your legs. So it's a similar pose. And if you are holding on to your feet, press your feet into your hands. You can move your knees in towards each other and focus on opening your heart. And even though we're focusing on these beautiful feelings, we're also moving the spine in all the different directions. Very healing for the spine, our whole body, mind and soul. And slowly exhale down. Bring your head to one side. Big toes touch. Your arms are alongside your body, palms facing up. Feel that your heart is beating with Mother Earth, fully connected to the earth and supported by the earth. Would you like to know how to allow support into your life and ask for help when you need it? Bring your head to the other side. Allow your whole body to relax. Bring your head back to center. Press into your palms, close to your chest. And come into child's pose. Pressing back into child's pose. Feel free to widen your knees as wide as the mat. Lengthening your arms forward. You can come onto your fingertips if you like to create more space between the shoulder blades. Or your palms can be flat on the earth. Then walk your hands towards you. Shift your weight to one side and roll onto your back. Move your knees in circles and give yourself a nice
back massage. The lower back is often related to support. So practice the self-support, self-nurturing right now. Valuing yourself, honoring yourself. And then place your feet onto the earth. We'll move into shoulder stand. If you are in your menstrual cycle, you can stay on your back with the soles of the feet touching, the knees come out to the sides. If you have a lot of tension in your neck, you can also just stay on your back like this. Otherwise, lift your legs up, support your lower back with your hands. And when you're in shoulder stand, just avoid looking from side to side or avoid moving your head from side to side to not create more tension in the neck. So it's a very healing pose to reverse the blood flow. You can bring your legs out into a V. You can move your legs a little bit. I usually get a nice pop. I don't know if you just heard that. I just got a nice pop in my hip. So you can be in stillness in this V or have your legs straight up. Completely up to you. Would you like to know how to practice your own yoga, your union with your body, mind, and soul, and the creator of all that is? Feel free to rotate your ankles. Still breathing with your affirmation. And this also, it's very balancing for the throat chakra and the thyroid. Would you like to know how to express yourself with compassion so that it's natural for you and the people that receive the message? Then bring one foot behind your head. Inhale it back up. And exhale the other foot behind your head. I am compassionate. And given that we're practicing compassion, if this creates any pain, don't do it, soften the pose. If there's a little discomfort in the throat, that's pretty normal. We're just, restricting the throat chakra, and then it's going to bring more energy into it afterwards. So it actually has benefits. But if you feel any actual pain, then definitely soften the pose. And let's come into plow, if this is okay for your body. Bringing both legs behind your head. If your toes touch the earth, you can clasp your hands and lower them onto the earth. If your feet don't touch, just keep supporting your lower back with your hands. Deep, slow breaths. I forgive. I'm worthy of forgiveness. And inhale your legs up again. And slowly roll down. You can place your arms onto the earth. So you can very slowly lower your legs down. If you have any tension in your lower back, feel free to bend your knees or just place your feet onto the earth. Otherwise, your legs can still be up into the air, and just lower down very slowly, strengthening our core. And then lower down all the way. Relax your hands, your arms alongside your body. Allow yourself to relax, knowing that you deserve it. We'll practice fish pose. Bring your hands under your hands and forearms under your sit bones, palms facing down. Your legs are straight, And inhale your head back. So your crown chakra, the top of the head, is on the earth. There's almost no weight in your head. It's really in your hands, it's in your elbows, or everybody's different. So in your arms, hands, wherever that is for you, but definitely very little weight, if any, on the head. You can point your toes, and same in this pose. Don't move your head from side to side in this pose. Honor your neck, your head. Beautiful heart opener. And then inhale, lift your head up, your chin towards your chest. And very slowly roll back onto your back. Let go of your hands, your arms. Draw your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a big hug, holding on to the opposite elbow. You could straighten your back in this pose so you're not just rounding in. Feel it out. What do you need right now? Is it beneficial for you to round in? Maybe it is, because that would balance out your back. Could balance out your back. Everybody's so different. Or would it be beneficial for you to lengthen your spine and have your spine more connected to the earth? What do you need right now? I am compassionate. And then let go of your legs, straighten them out in front of you. Just notice how you feel right now. Feel free to move into any other position that you like to practice. Whatever feels nurturing, compassionate for you. I'm going to bring my knees to the left, my right arm out to the right, and head to the right, so feel free to do that. It's usually nice to end with a gentle twist, or get into any pose that your body needs at this time. Doesn't matter if you know the name of a pose or if it even is an official yoga pose. Just move in any way that you like to move. Like to know how to move, flow through life with ease, grace, and joy. Beautiful. Inhale your knees back to center, your head back to center. And exhale, knees to the right, your left arm out to the left, and your head to the left. Breathe out, twist out anything else you like to release. If any emotions come up, breathe it out, let it go with gratitude. Sometimes people say, but I have a reason to be angry. I have a reason to hold on to a grudge or a resentment and not forgive this person. And even if we do, even if somebody really hurt us, it doesn't serve us to hold on to it. It just uses up a lot of energy in a negative way. So if you haven't yet, would you like to trust that it's safe to fully forgive and let it go? And it's possible for you, and you can do it now, even for your own sake, for your own peace. Would you like to trust that the Creator has already forgiven you too? Inhale back to center. And come into happy baby pose, either holding on to the soles of both feet, or you could have one foot on the earth and hold on to the sole of the other foot and gently rock from side to side. It's a nice massage for one side of the back. Either way is fine.
Give yourself what you need right now. It can also be in stillness. Feeling that innocence, just like a baby in this happy baby pose. That love, that compassion. And if you had one foot on the earth, place the other foot on the earth now. If you're just holding on to one foot, moving from side to side can be really nice. It's a nice little massage. Practicing self-compassion. And then hold on to both feet again. Focus on having your whole spine connect to the earth. It's like to know how to be guided by the Creator at all times. Beautiful. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in. And let it out with a sigh and relax into Shavasana. If you have a chair close by, you could also have your legs up on a chair. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Sometimes that feels really nice. You can just lay on your back as well, but if you like, you could have your legs up on a chair, and it can be a very nice release for the back if you really wanted to focus on self-compassion. So that's always one option, have the legs up on a chair. Otherwise, you could also have your legs up against the wall, or just lay on your back with your legs on the yoga mat. Lots of options. And this is your time to integrate everything that we did, to just breathe and be. You might like to walk your shoulder blades in towards each other. Arms are by your side, palms facing up. And allow yourself to completely relax and let go. I am compassion. I forgive. Just breathing and being. Feeling compassion in every cell of your being. And feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Such a beautiful healing pose. Whenever you like to come out of Shavasana, just bring your roll onto one side if your legs were up on a chair or up against the wall. You can stay on one side. Usually we roll over to the right side, but depending on where your chair was, if you used one, you can be on the left. And slowly press up with your eyes closed.
And come into a comfortable seated position. And remove the chair if you feel it's in your way. And just roll your shoulders back a few times. Place your palms to your heart in Anjali mudra. And bow to your heart. Honor this practice that you gave to yourself. Honoring all that you are, all of your experiences. Honoring yourself, honoring all the people in your life, the animals, the plants, this planet, all planets. Katinka's honoring with us. And thank you so much for joining us. We'll close with one chant of Om all together and really express that compassion and that forgiveness in this Om. And we'll send it out into the world. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us, and take this compassion and this forgiveness with you into the rest of the day and share it with the world. We can all use more compassion, and it's so beautiful when we can come from this place of deep understanding and love and compassion rather than judgment. So please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Lots of great resources there to stay healthy, happy, and at peace. And comment, let us know what else is helpful, like it, and share it with your friends. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste.